Let's go! Yeah! Yeah!
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass hockey podcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shot from the Point Live. For the third time in 6 years, for the first time since 1938, Jonathan Toews and the Chicago Blackhawks are Stanley Cup champions. That's right, we'll be talking about the game and a whole lot more. Lots of news going on in the NHL, lots of moves going on in the NHL. We're going to be looking to take your calls. We're going to say our thank yous, and we're also have a video montage dedicated to you, the fan, for one hell of a hockey season. Thank you for being here. Let's do this last one for the season, 2014, 2015. It's over. Come on, bring it. And with me is none other than the great Matthew Kassar. How are you, Matthew? Are you happy for Jonathan Toews and the Chicago Blackhawks?
Oh, I'm so happy for the Blackhawks. I'm happy for Toews. I'm happy for his horrible beard. It's way past my bedtime. I've been eating plums all night, and I'm ready to go.
Something told me early on that they might actually. I thought Tampa would put a little more of an effort up. Not that they didn't put a good effort up. Of course, you can't get outshot like they did. Most of the time, Chicago dominated on shooting. 1 point, over 15 shots on goal. The final shot tally was 25-32. Can't win games like that. I just think Tampa's a very good team. I don't think a hell of a lot separates them from the Blackhawks. But it looked like the triplet line sort of broke down at absolutely the wrong time. I thought Bishop was great. At times, I thought he was even better than Crawford. Obviously playing hurt. It looks like the wear and the tear of a very, really, in my opinion, too long playoff was the ultimate enemy, and the fact that Steve Stamkos never was really consistent throughout the playoffs. Why do you think Tampa didn't make it?
Well, you said it, wear and tear. I saw Russian
Kucherov.
guy. He could barely move after a while, and hockey's a game of inches. And in the first period, Stamkos wires it off the post. If that would have went in, it's a completely different story.
I'm getting feedback.
Is that me?
Yes, it is. You got some kind of feedback. Pull that mic closer to you or something. Yeah, it's where that wire or your wire's loose. It's making me insane. Yeah, it's the loose wire, I can tell. Hey, way to go. My final show. Look what you're doing to me. You good?
Oh, man, I just paid for this.
All right, you're good. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. Don't touch it. Don't lick it. You're beautifully and silent. No, I happen to, I mean, look, I don't think you can have, we talked about this before, I don't think you can have a dynasty in the modern era, like we saw with the Edmonton Oilers and Montreal Canadiens, New York Islanders. Those days are long gone. And I disagree with Jersey Jason. I generally think that this is a fantastic. I generally think this is a dynasty. This is the closest thing we'll get. Jonathan Toews, 3 Stanley Cups. Of course, he was first. He was a high draft pick. Having a guy like Patrick Kane, who actually got it together tonight in a big way, is I could see them winning next year. I don't think this is changing. It's still a relatively young team. It's a well-managed team. It's a team with, there's a lot of rap on the Blackhawks fans came out of the woodwork. This was a team that always had a great following. It is an original 16. What happened is the prior owner, in my opinion, who's dead, and I won't bash him over it, really just ran this team into the ground. Thankfully, his son took over And this is the power of an original six team that's being managed correctly. I think any of the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Rangers, Boston Bruins, when they get the right kind of management behind them, the sky's the limit because of the kind of revenue that they bring in. And Jonathan Toews, well, he may not be as talented by no stretch is he untalented than Sidney Crosby, but boy, does he use his talent to the max. Does he find a way? Is he why Sidney might have been, or Alex might have been the best or most talented of their era? Jonathan Toews is the most well-rounded, best leader in hockey. Where do you stand on that, brother?
Yeah, we can talk about this debate for hours on end, but it's all about how you get developed. And Jonathan Toews, at an early age, they developed him properly. He learned how to lead his team better than Sidney Crosby, I think. And yeah, you touched on the concept of dynasty, and I don't think we'll ever see a quote-unquote dynasty ever again because of basically the salary cap.
Yes.
And, after this season, Chicago's probably going to have to let go a few of their key elements. But I think in this kind of era, the salary cap era, this is as close as we're going to get to a dynasty. Well, it's led by Jonathan Toews.
They've done it before. I mean, they had to let some players go when they won the 2009 Cup, and I think they're just a well-managed team and they're a balanced team, and I think they'll always be in the mix. I don't see them, and they have two of the best weapons in hockey that I think I've maybe ever seen. I mean, definitely one of the top players out there. Hey, look, we'll be taking your calls 718-395-7660. This is it, final show of the season. We're talking about a lot of different things. Please like and share. Let's get some people in the room. Let's get some people in the chat. Give me a call. Tell me about your opinions on the game. If you just want to congratulate the Hawks, love to have you on. Big shout out to Drew, Deb. Congratulations, Deb, to your hockey team. Jack Millay, Frank from Staten Island. Glad to see him back. Frenchie Ben. Puri, you're Finnish and you have a great Twitter feed, and I can never say your name, Puri Proots. You should call me just to let me know how to pronounce your name, Mr. Finland. Big Chicago Blackhawks fan out in Finland. And Little Estito, of course. Who else we got here? We've had a pretty active chat all night. Teresa, Terry in Winnipeg, and Chiseltip, who's been around. He's one of our new guys that's been hanging around. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're sharing. Let's get it in there. Let's take some calls. And having said that, I have Duncan Keith. Of course, he wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. I don't think this. You think they should have took a look at Saad? You said that offline.
Yeah, well, either one, I would have been happy. I think Keith is kind of the safer bet because he just plays so many minutes. But it seemed to me every time I looked at the games, Saad always had that big goal, and the old Syrian boy, Saad.
Yes, that's true. He's a bit of a relative of yours, a good Syrian kid. Yeah. Mr. Finland, I don't know. Help me pronounce your name.
It's called Pura.
Pura, you've actually been commenting pretty much since October. I've been dying to talk to you. You're a very happy Chicago Blackhawks fan right now. Yes. I know Jonathan Kane is your favorite player. How do you feel about this particular victory? It's time to celebrate.
It's very fun. It's really more fun when Timonen is in the team right now. One of my favorite defensemen of all time. That's
the thing, and he's definitely he was the heart and soul of Philadelphia backline, especially when Pronger was there. This has got to be pretty special for Finland. I know when Tuukka Rask won the Stanley Cup when he backed up, it was a big deal over there. Were you a little bit surprised though that Toews handed the cup to him immediately, or I mean, did you expect something like that?
Of course, I expected. This was a surprise at all. Okay. I mean, that kind of a career, never won shit. I mean, Olympic gold, just got past Stanley Cup. And then he wins it in the last game.
That's true. You're talking about 2004 Olympics, and he was on the other side of the Patrick Kane goal in 2009.
Yes, he was actually trying to stop Kane, but then it slipped through.
It wasn't in, and no, it is really nice, and it's a nice tradition. I'll never forget when Ray Bork actually got the cup from Joe Sakic, and
it's kind of the same situation.
It is a very similar situation. Of course, Tiemann is not on. I wouldn't say he's on the level of a Ray Bork, but he's definitely
no, but still,
he is one of the premier defensemen out of Scandinavia of all. I think he's one of the. I mean, he's you got to put him on a list of 10 best defensemen out of Scandinavia.
Yes.
Yeah, with Lidstrom. So you're happy, you're pumped.
Yep.
What do you do the rest of the summer now? I mean, do you go ice skating in June over
Probably
there in Finland? Is there
maybe the cottage or
yeah
skating or roller skating or something?
You don't
like
work, do you? do you have to go to work today?
I have a summer job.
Oh, you have a summer job? Because it's 4:20, or it's actually, what is it? It's 4:23 in the morning over there because it's 5:23 for me here in Germany.
It's 6:24.
It's 6. Oh, that's right. You're an hour ahead. Wait a minute. It's 6:20. It's 6:24. Oh, you're right. I got to get to Finland. Do you recommend that I visit Finland? Would I be well accepted in Finland?
I'm not very sure. It depends. If you go to the southern parts, like here, then maybe. But if you go to the north, might be not.
They're mean. What if I just talk about hockey the whole time?
That's polite for no.
Yes.
What if I just talked about Saku Koivu all the time? You know. All right, man. I like Saku Koivu. He's the first. I think he was the first Finnish captain. Well, I think he was one of the first European captains of the Mr. Matt's Montreal Canadiens, and he just recently retired. He was big. Hey, listen, I really appreciate you calling in. I want you to enjoy your Stanley Cup. That's fantastic stuff.
I do.
Wow, I sound like I'm not really even being a goofball tonight. Maybe I don't know if I'm tired or I just want to be a nice guy. Usually when European guys call in, I like to bust nuts, but I'm sure you want to get back to celebrating. You don't have to go to work today, so you can drink beer at 6 in the morning.
Well, I'm 15 years old, so.
What do you mean?
Not
You're
yet.
European. You should have been drinking. Oh, yeah. Go wake your parents up. Say, look. The Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. I certainly can have a shot at Jack Daniels, can't I?
Yeah, maybe my dad would throw a couple of.
Yeah, you talk him into it. Great hockey country up in Finland. Listen, I hope you call in. I hope to see you next season. We're still running the show on Sundays, and keep that Twitter feed up. You've tipped me off a few times, and I want to thank you for that, for listening and commenting.
Yeah, I'd like to get a few more followers or something, but.
Let me throw that out there. I'm not even joking. I'm not just because this guy's nice to me. Let me get you his Twitter account right here. It's Prager. I'm gonna spell it Pyrger 101. Hey, listen, it's like following a news thing. He keeps track of rumors and all sorts of stuff going on. I tell you something. He tipped me off about Talbot 2 days ago. There's a lot of talk about Talbot. It's just getting the papers now. Follow Prairie. He's a good guy. He's a good Scandinavian, and we hope to have him on the show again.
Okay.
All right, brother. You take care of
check it
yourself. Get to bed. Don't be in trouble. All right. Take care.
Okay. Goodbye.
Take care. All right, Finland. I'm growing. Finland. Actually, I've been following. This guy's been commenting for a long time. He's a real good guy. Good call. Thanks a lot. Any other Blackhawk fans want to join us? I'd be happy to have you. What else is going on in the news? Hey, Patrick Kane got it tonight. He's doing the picture right now. At least I'm getting the feed over here in Europa. They're doing the Stanley Cup picture, which is one of my favorite things. I love the picture when they're all laying down in front of the cup. That's one of the coolest
what's the crazy thing?
What?
For a moment there, when the Blackhawks are celebrating, I kind of blinked, and for a split second, I saw the red, and I kind of thought it was the Canadians, like for a split second.
You're going.
But then
I think your original 6 team. You're gonna win one day. Relax. It's coming. I had to wait a long time too. All right.
I'll probably get laid before. That's how long.
You probably will. God, I hope so. Shut you up. Relax. You need to relax around women. And Jesus Christ. Jack Malay's good Scandinavian. Ha ha ha. Laughing at me. Puri. I wish. How do I say his name?
Pure.
Pure.
Well, that's how you said it. Like pure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the word pure.
Pure. He's 15
Like
years
Purell minus the L. Just pure.
Pure. I don't know. I want to say why. That's the thing.
I hope he didn't think I was laughing at him. I was just reading Lil Listito's comments.
What was he saying?
He said,
What, who'd he say?
He said Deb is running around her house screaming and naked.
Fury says, yeah, Talbot's going to Edmonton. He's pretty sure. Yeah, definitely, guys, give him a follow on Twitter. I'm going to make a retweet. I'm just going to retweet one of his random tweets because he's such a good guy. And he wants some followers, and it's worth having. So I'm going to retweet a thank you and go follow him on Twitter. He's a great fucking guy. Let's see what else is what else is popping in the league. I wonder. I was listening to Mike Milbury. I wish he said something dopey and I didn't write it down, and I'm so mad at myself because it was quite amusing. Old Mike Milbury.
Mike Milbury.
You hit your fucking ding. I'm getting the feedback. Oh, there it goes. Don't touch the wire. You're worse than a child. There it is. There it is.
I didn't touch it. I'm not touching it.
Move it towards you. Do something. You're making me crazy.
The wire?
Yes, or move your microphone because there's a loose wire and it's making me batshit crazy. All right, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't put your hands in the desk. Put them on your lap like a good soldier. Thank you.
I need to put it down on the stand.
Yeah. I wonder if he had any fucking ideas about getting you laid, but he's probably naked. I just when I think of Scandinavia, like everybody's beautiful and blonde and wonderful. I just figure everybody's getting laid all the time. Yeah.
I feel like going there just to be the huge reject that's not blonde. Just that brown kid in the crowd.
I actually got married officially in Denmark. We went to sign the paperwork, and I'm just like, oh my god, these people are fucking beautiful, and there's fucking girls all over the place. So I said, my wife caught me looking at the girls and just getting lost in it, and she looks at me and she goes, don't worry, they're beautiful the other way too, because the guys are all beautiful. Everybody's beautiful in Scandinavia. It's unbelievable.
It's true.
It's just true. What a horrible stereotype. We're all good looking.
It's true.
All good looking. I'd bring this up because it concerns me. Stan Mikita, it's been unfortunately reported at 75 years old, he's pretty much has no memory of his NHL career, his fantastic NHL career. He was, of course, a teammate of the Golden Jet, Bobby Hull, Stanley Cup victories, all that good stuff, escaped communist, the Slovakia, became one of the greatest players in the NHL. Technically, he was the first European captain of original six team. I guess they count that because they skipped to Canada. Slovakia, of course, is a pretty big hockey country, and it's right. I found it really bizarre. I saw a headline, and I went, holy crap. Greg Wyshynski's headline in Puck Daddy, Stan Mikita robbed of... is there something wrong with my phone? I'm not getting any calls, you bastards. I'm not getting any calls. Maybe I did something. People in Denmark are really tall. Yeah, actually, they are pretty tall. You're right. I'm getting distracted. So I see Wyshynski's headline, and Stan Mikita robbed Blackhawk memories, but family takes CTE stand. And then I read the stupid thing, and here's what Greg Wyshynski writes. But another interesting aspect of the piece is the fact that Mikita's family doesn't plan on joining lawsuits against the NHL should his brain have traces of chronic traumatic ectroplathia or whatever the fuck it is, CTE. The neurological disease has been found postmortally in dozens of athletes. My first reaction to this headline, Stan Mikita robbed the Blackhawks memories, robbed. But family takes CTE stand. He's 75. That shit happens when you're that age. I mean, Jesus Christmas. My grandmother had dementia at 78. She didn't have a second of ice time. But then I go and read the article, I don't see anything there about them taking a stand. I mean, it's absolutely fucking bizarre. And Stan's wife goes on to say, so what if he has CTS at this stage? Hockey was good. I'm paraphrasing, but he was good to hockey. Hockey was good to him. So what's Wyshynski's angle here? I mean, were they trying to push them towards making like, oh, wow. I mean, we were making jokes about this. And, unfortunately, when Gordie Howe was really sick and it was looking like pretty grim earlier in the season, Jake said, yeah, they're going to be talking about they're going to be talking about Gordie Howe, too many shots to the head, the dangers of hockey. They didn't take enough precautions. And I just saw a bunch of the broadcasters went off over here. People look like they were getting wild in Chicago a little bit. I wonder what that's about. Hopefully no rioting going on. They didn't riot last 2 times. I don't see why they'd riot this time. And
Yeah. They're used to it by now.
I don't know. Why would Wyshynski write a headline like that? I don't understand that.
I don't like Stan Mikita. He's old. It is gonna happen.
That could have happened either. Yeah. Dementia at that stage in your life could have happened either way.
Yeah, exactly. And Mikita, I just know him from Wayne's World.
Debbie says Mikita's wife won't sue the NHL, and that's the stand. I don't know. Coming from, it doesn't sound like it's not a stand. I just think it could be a misleading headline, or it could be a stand. She's standing down, or I mean, she's taking a stand not to take a stand against CTE. I don't know.
I kind of agree with her, like a little bit.
Do you? No, I mean, I found it to be a misleading headline, or maybe I took it wrong. She's not taking a stand. She just says she's like, I'm not getting involved. That's not taking a stand. Taking a stand is like then it's a misuse of language. If it's not you take a stand, it's like I am against this. Yeah. I don't know. I find it a little bizarre.
That
Debbie,
girl in Arizona was taking a stand.
You got to call in and say goodbye to the year. I mean, we'll probably be on Sunday, but I mean, do covering all the other shit. But we'll be on Sunday, and pretty much every Sunday until I cancel it when my vacation comes in.
Let's say we get 5 calls or something, and we'll do something crazy.
What?
Let's make it anything. Let's make a deal.
Yeah. I'm actually a little disappointed. I got all the regulars in there. Last year, I was exploding. What the fuck happened?
Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is you.
They're scared. They're scared of the weird Arab kid.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think that's bizarre. Well, I'm going to bag it then. I don't know.
Oh, come on, guys. Call in.
Yeah, you better call in. I'm going. That's it. I mean, I got a show Sunday to do. I got all this information. I can talk about this, and we pretty much covered the game.
I was playing HUT online, and I had to quit in the middle to come to do this.
Yeah.
Please call in.
We had like 20, 25 people in here last year for this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened? Where's Ray? I'm all happy for the Blackhawks, but I guess it wasn't terrible. So I mean, I think Tampa had a chance to win this. I just think they just kind of broke down.
Yeah.
Stop being green. Ben Cole. It's Joe Cronin.
I'm kind of happy that Tampa lost.
Oh, that's what it is. It's Cronin. Cronin's broadcasting. Ah, that's right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's always worried about me broadcasting over it. Yeah, he has to because he's got fucking Raw. Yeah. He stole your. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. I got all that shit going on. Cronin got me. Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I messaged Cronin earlier. I was like, look, I know you hate when I do this, but I got to do it Stanley Cup final. It just shows you how dependent I am on him. Why aren't Jake and Jeff here? Jeff, apparently it was. I mean, I know he had sunburn, but apparently he's in a lot more pain than we all thought. I didn't think the burn looked that bad. He's in pretty bad shape. Old Jeff.
It was pretty bad. He kind of looked like a lobster on the photo I saw.
I still got a nice thing. Yeah, I don't know, but he couldn't lift this week, and he's really miserable. And he has. I don't think he missed. I think he missed. Did he miss one? I don't think he missed one show all year. That's amazing. Big hats off to Jeff. Jake, on the other hand, his wife's being inseminated. Jake. Dun, dun, dun. No, actually, his wife. Quite literally, it's true. It's she's gotten the operation, and he's been up in the hospital bouncing all. That's why he wasn't here Sunday. He went to bed. He told me he couldn't make it today because he's just exhausted, and believe me, I know it. So, no, Jake couldn't be here. But he definitely wishes you all the best. And he'll probably be on Sunday to talk about, I guess we got the draft and all that other stuff going on. And then I get to kind of lay off the channel and only report the big stories for the rest of the summer. And then, I don't know, I'll have stuff planned. Play video games.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get my hands on an Xbox One and a splitter. Play some 16 next year, plus all the old school games. Actually, you know what was going to be on if Tampa Bay won? I was going to have a 7-game series. I was going to have a 7-game Stanley Cup series with the Blackhawks and the 1993 Blackhawks and the 1993 Tampa Bay Lightning. Which I would have had Jeremy Roenick. I would have had Jeremy Roenick, so I would have kicked ass. Jeremy Roenick's the best in that game.
I'm kind of happy that Tampa lost because Stamkos' beard was just getting too crazy.
It was too nuts.
Yeah, because
you're always concentrating on their looks.
And like when for Christmas we had this manger we'd put up, and it'd come with this fake hay.
Mm-hmm.
His beard looked exactly like that material.
No kidding.
It looked like that fake hay, and I wish I still had it. I'd show you.
I got Mackie Poo on the line. Mackie Poo, how you doing, brother?
I'm great.
You happy the season's over? You ready to start over again, or you have any comments on the Blackhawks?
No.
You just jealous?
They won again. I knew it was going to happen.
You really thought Tampa had no chance?
Yeah.
Really?
Again.
No, I mean
I thought they were going to lose in the first round, really.
What, Tampa? They got a pretty good team.
Yeah,
man.
I'm surprised they made it this far.
I would not be surprised if they're President's Trophy contenders next year. I don't think this really ends. I think they basically got banged up. I definitely think they had the ability to beat the Hawks, but the season's too damn long, and the injury bug hit them, and they're going up against a very good team that knows how to win. You really can't buy experience. Experience just comes. And they got it in spades, and one of the best leaders I've ever seen in hockey. And you're in for a rough season next year, by the way, Mr. Boston Bruins fan.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's not going to go well.
No.
To my delight.
I got a question.
Well,
that guy who presents the Conn Smythe Trophy, why does everyone boo him so much?
Oh, you must be a very young man. That's Gary Bettman. I was doing a good Bettman imitation before. Hey, Jonathan Tays, come get the Stanley Cup.
Why are you all booing me?
I don't think he gives a rat's ass if you boo him. I'll tell you why. Because before you were
my
born,
bagels?
He does look like a bagel salesman. Hey, Gary Bettman's no dummy. When he became commissioner of the league, I think it was in 1993. I think the first cup he gave out was either our cup in '94 or it was the Montreal Canadiens' last cup. I cannot remember which. I think it might have been ours actually. And he within 1 year he had actually lost a quarter of the season. The 1995 season, 94-95 season, didn't start until February, or actually late January. It was really crazy. And they played about 30 games. They only played about 30 games and. That's the year the Devils won the Cup. And ever since then, any kind of labor stoppages, because they've been lockouts, have been really the fans blame Gary Bettman. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know. They don't like him. He's an American from New York, running the Canadian game, and he runs it pretty much with an iron fist. And he's not
talks
really
like a doofus.
And, well, yeah. But he's got like a degree from Cornell or something. He's no idiot. And I got to be honest with you. 94, I was right. Jack Malay. Yeah, that was the first one. Because I remember when he goes, Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup. He doesn't have a great speaking voice.
He talks through his nose.
I'm one of the few fans. He does talk through his nose, like a lot of people from the East Coast. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, you should take his position.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't think I could hand it to a fucking devil, though. Come here, you fat fuck, Henry. Pick up the cup and go home. Sick of your shit. I don't think I could do this. Wait a minute. Kevin Dwyer say Talbot traded to the Flyers. No way. No way.
Can they trade at this time of the year?
I think as soon as the cup goes up, yes. So
who's Talbot anyway?
Talbot, Cam Talbot.
Oh.
That's
okay.
Cam Talbot of the backup of the New York Rangers. Not popping up on
traded.
The feed. McDonough didn't get traded. I don't see anything of the sort. Source yourself. Big shout out to Matt Dunphy Moot, who gave us that clip that we opened up with the Chicago Blackhawks. I'll play it for you again.
Yeah, let's go, baby! Come on! Yeah!
There you go. I had to do that. And, yeah, they don't like him because he gets blamed for all the work stoppages. You want to know my opinion? Sorry. You want to know my opinion? I don't think he really has too much to do with the work stoppages. I think the owners tell him, can we get a salary cap? And he says, yeah, but you got to be willing to lose a season. And in 2004, we did. You know. What are you doing? Eating chiclets?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks. I've had enough of you, Mackie Poo.
Enough of me?
Yeah.
No way.
Thanks for the call. Oh, how's your hand? How's your arm doing?
That's better. Mostly.
Is it better mostly? I sprained my
mostly.
ankle playing water polo in Tenerife. Well, thanks for the call, man. Yeah, really. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. Thanks for calling.
I wrote in the chat that if one more person calls it in, I'll show my weird toe.
Will you have it in ingrown toenail or something like that?
No, I told you in January I was going to skate and play hockey.
Yeah.
And I was holding my skates probably at eye level, and I dropped it right on my toe, like the blade on my bare naked toenail.
Yeah.
And this huge purple cloud formed, and
Did you go to a doctor?
Still... No.
Why not?
Who needs a doctor? They're overrated.
Yeah, I'll say.
No, I just ignored it, but it's still there, and we're in June.
Matthew Arnott, he writes, "Let's go Hawks." Welcome to. I think I've seen you before. I always like to say him. Big shout out to Jay Davis down in Las Vegas, away from his hometown of Chicago. He's real pumped up. Welcome to your third. I like these guys that just I'm into the Blackhawks. You know, just I'll start rooting for hockey, and all of a sudden they start winning cups. Unfriggin' believable. Real high quality channel here. Yes, I learned some tricks. We broadcast at 60 frames per second here on Shot from the Point Hockey. That's right, bitches. I do my homework. I make shit happen. I don't want to see your toe. I'm not going to let anybody see your toe. I'm not going to.
I thought there'd be some weird, crazy people who'd want to see it.
No, I don't want to see a toe.
Okay.
I'm out of shit to talk about. And you know what that means? That means we got to say goodbye to everybody and thank them. This is the end of our season, or end of our 2015 season. Let's see, this is the third season I've sat at this couch for this. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the Blackhawks won 2 years ago. I watched my Rangers lose last year. I might go revisit that episode just for the fun of it. And that's it. But what I would like to do is we had a spectacular year. We added a show. We did more clips and a higher quality. We're up to 60 frames per second broadcasting. We've added to the team. We've had a fantastic hockey season, and a lot of it has to do with you folks. But I do have to go through the thank yous, and this is what I do every year right after the Stanley Cup. First and foremost, I have to thank my team, who doesn't make a nickel, and they make money from me. Of course, I take that money and try to put it back in the channel. Getting a check pretty soon, and we're probably
You never told me about that.
What's that?
You never told me about that.
That I make money? I fucking did a video that I bought some for my kid for this shit.
Thanks for letting me know.
You didn't know I made money? Do you know how much money I've made total in 4 years? You want to know?
Yeah, no, I'm messing with you.
$200, jerk off. But it did help. I can't complain. I can't complain. But first and foremost, I want to thank the team. These guys, they don't make any cash. I don't give them a nickel because I can't split a penny 6 ways that I know of anyway. And everybody from the new guys that came on this year, as far as Matt, who embarrasses himself every week just to get you to laugh. And I think that's very selfless of him. And I thank you for being a part of this team, Mr. Matt Kazar. And I hope you had fun doing In the Crease in this and doing your Kazar report. It was a real highlight, and it was a great move bringing you on. Thank you very much, Matt Kazar.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. And I know it's going to sound cliche, but you guys are like my second family.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're your bro family. Family, you know what I mean?
I'm actually kind of crying.
That goes into my next team and another Jeff the Huffman. I have to thank Jeff personally because until Jeff came this past summer and did work with us weekly, I had a vision for what I wanted the show to be, wacky. And for some reason, although Jeff really delivers the news headlines and plays video games and chews gum and acts really detached, there was a chemistry thing happen there. Sort of like Jake Muzzin and what's his face? God, I haven't heard his name in so long. Who's that dopey defenseman over in Los Angeles? I can't remember his name right now. What is it? Dowdy. Dowdy. Yeah.
Doherty.
Dude, Dowdy. You know, he's like our Drew Dowdy over here. Or he's like our Jake Muzzin to our Drew Dowdy. The show didn't.
But with more abs.
I had 2 years under my belt, but I wasn't consistent. Like, bad shows are bad shows. Bad shows can still be funny, and they can still be interesting. We can still pull something from them. That didn't happen until Jeff got here and took that responsibility of looking up all those headlines off the map, and he hasn't missed anything, which is kind of shocking. Couldn't be here today, but he was really fucked up, and you probably could hear it because he was actually snapping at people, which I was like, I told Dave, I'm like, I'm so proud of Jeff for snapping. He's got to kind of get meaner, and he gave us a real good effort, but it didn't really become the show until Jeff got there, and that's my special message to Mr. Jeff. And of course, the return of Dead on Dave this year. In September, Dead on Dave came back to the channel. He is a founding member of this channel. I got rid of him for a while because he was a big pain in the ass. But we've rekindled our friendship and started a new show, In the Crease with Tommy C. That kind of leads into the pay-per-view, as I like to call it, even though you don't pay a dime. Shot from the Point Live, the hour and a half. So we were knocking out half an hour taking calls. It was because of Dave that we were able to bring in new regular fans. It was definitely because of Dave, new regular people. And I'd like to thank Dead on Dave, my best man, big supporter, and definitely go check his channel out. Thank you very much, Dead on Dave. He's done good things. Real team player, Dave is. And to my co-host, none other than Jake Link, who's working on his wife. Well, he's letting the machines do it. He's working real hard. He wants a baby real bad. And, Tracy has had some trouble with the baby thing before. And I know how bad Jake wants to be a daddy. And I know how important it is to him. And he's going to make a wonderful father. And so far, so good. All reports are that everything went well. And hopefully sooner than later, he can announce officially that his wife's pregnant, and he could bring a little Devils fan into the world. Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be awesome. Mini Jake Link, who also picks on me all the time.
a little mini Link. But Jake, thank you so much. When I lost my host, Dave, when me and Dave were coming, he came up and picked it up, and he helped push it towards the type of channel that I want. It doesn't shows don't sound the same without Jake and his wit and his humor and his good nature, and it's like you said, Matt. He's always saying he's stupid and stuff, but he is kind of clever sometimes. I don't know how about his stand-up or anything, but he is excellent. Observational comedy. He's been very funny. I mean, it's kind of unique to do a hockey comedy show, and I think Jake does a great job. And,
sometimes you guys miss on some of his jokes, but Like, up till this day, I still laugh at some shit that he said.
I think he's amazing. Some of it has to do with the way fucking Windows is, and I have this echo in my ear, which I'm going to take care of permanently really soon. I just really couldn't do it tonight because I didn't want to wake up all the neighbors and shit, you know. So I kept it. I didn't want to put the sound in the air. But no, Jake does a lot of great things. He's a big part of the team, and I really hope he stays as long as he possibly can. It would not be the same without Jake. So that is the team. I'd like to take a personal family to Tracy. For Tracy, of course, Jake's family. I wanted to big shout out to the Huffman family in St. Louis. Thanks so much for you have a great kid over there, and allowing him to give me so much time. I know things have been easy there the last 2 years, but I couldn't appreciate. I appreciate you. I know he's got a lot of responsibilities and stuff in St. Louis, but I couldn't appreciate more what I guess. Well, I mean, he's a grown man, but you know, thank you for making Jeff such a great kid. I really appreciate the Humphrey family. To the Kazar family, one of the nicest people that I get a kick out of your family. They're just such funny ball busters and stuff, and it's just such an interesting thing. So your brother, your sister, your mother, who I know is real sick, and your dad, who is like the best dad in the whole world, putting up with your stupid Canadian ass fan. Big, happy, healthy shout out to the Kazar family. Very wonderful people, and I really appreciate them. And I thank them for lending me you. And I hope we've helped out with your social life. We're still working on some poontang, but all good things come to those who wait. But thank you so much.
I try to not make them listen to the shows where you mentioned the words poontang and stuff like that.
No, but yeah, so well, whatever. Just tell them it means good luck. I don't know.
Okay.
Thanks to Dead on Dave's family, Melody and his wonderful daughter. Thank you so much for putting Dave up. My promise to you is I won't use him as much. He's going to have some time off from me so he can only deal with Cronin. I think that 24-hour broadcast Dave did with all sorts of his own channel and other things to go. The amazing, great Dead on Dave family. Dead on Dave. So that covers all the family members. To the Joe Cronin Show, who stole all my listeners, because everybody's watching wrestling right now. Joe Cronin helped build this channel. You can see it. And even though we had a little tough spot earlier in the year, I couldn't thank him enough for helping me build this channel. Very selfless, and I hope I'm able to give back over there to the great Joe Cronin. John Freeman Music. John has wrote the songs for this stuff. He's kind of an unsung team member who's not directly involved, but for creative stuff, I can always count on him. To new friends like Dr. Deke and Jack Millay. Dr. Deke and Jack Millay, who are starting their own YouTube channels. I hope I could be a big help to you. And last but not least, I'm going to go through especially some of the people in the chat, and I'm going to do my best to remember everybody. First and foremost, it doesn't happen without the hardcore fans and people that are interested in this channel. I couldn't thank you. It's been so humbling for me. Yeah, we're small, but let me tell you, it does stroke my ego that you guys are so loyal, even if it's a small group. A big shout out to Patrick Glynn, Debbie in Texas, Perry in Pure in Finland. I'm gonna get your name right. Little Estito in New York. Kevin Dwyer, I don't know where the hell you live, but I don't want to know because you're weird, but thanks so much for commenting. Jay Davis, the metaphor messiah out there in very happy Chicago Blackhawks fan. In Las Vegas, Roy in Florida made some wonderful calls, fantastic calls this year. Mackie Poo, big Boston Bruins fan, always like to hear. Our new friend Chiseltip. I know there's a guy in Minnesota. All the fans. I know some of you actually don't write in ever. Oh, Jason Johnson in Toronto. Thank you so much. And I would like, even though it didn't end on a great note, I would like to a special thank you to Dave Rose in Toronto. Things didn't end so well with us. It was an unfortunate breakup. But I do appreciate the graphics, and that's the God's honest truth. Hopefully we can iron out some things one day for that. But I do appreciate what he did. Matt Arnott, thank you very much for being here. Chisel Tip. And I think that's it. Buddy. I think I hit everything.
Frenchie Ben.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Frenchie Ben. You notice his name is in the list so often. And Frenchie Ben, who I made really uncomfortable yesterday. Who he sent me a message saying I didn't make him uncomfortable that it was English, but I think he just didn't want me to feel bad because Frenchie Ben is very brotherly and he's very loving, and I can tell. And I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable because I don't believe you. I think I did. But we love you, and he's a big reason the chat keeps going. He's very clever. His calls are fantastic. The great Frenchie Ben, super fan. Deb, Dr. Deke, Terry in Winnipeg. Who else? That's all I can think of.
I think we did. We did the list.
I think we had the regulars, and the people that don't always write, maybe only called once or something like that. The people that this doesn't happen without you, and I am truly humbled by that. I don't care if we grow any more than we ever do. I hope you guys are always there because I'd much rather have you guys as friends, because that's really what this is created. Created friends for up all over the world. And some of you guys kind of like talk to each other on Twitter and stuff, so it's like it's a big thrill for me. So thank you from me to Matt. Say goodbye, Matt.
Goodbye, everyone. I love you. I want to give you all like air hugs.
Yeah, that's right. I want to give you air hugs and stuff like this. And we're gonna leave you with a final montage you might want to check out all we did during the year. And we'll be back next Sunday, and we'll be doing hockey reports, but we're definitely going to slow it down a bit. And I got things to do with my family. Oh, how could I forget? My wonderful, wonderful wife. See, Ben, don't feel so bad. I almost forgot you, but I definitely forgot my wife, who is probably the biggest supporter of this show because she lets me do it, and she thinks it's good for me. And I don't think she listens anymore. She used to listen when she thought it was cute, but not anymore. But she definitely pushes me and encourages me creatively. And you got to be a very lucky guy to have a wife like that. Thank you so much. This is our goodbye montage. We'll see you next season. We'll bring back In the Crease next season, and we'll have some stuff for you this summer. But it's time to say goodbye. Congratulations to the Chicago Blackhawks. Thanks for being part of a Shot from the Point Hockey. Good night. Good luck. Goodbye. Peace. See you later.
You're going to love this.
Well, yeah.
You're going to love this. And I think, if Cronin heard this, he might go nuts. But
who cares?
Or any Boston fan, really.
Yeah.
Mike Milbury said he would consider coaching Boston.
What separates Montreal apart from the other teams is that we play off emotion.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's up? Yeah? What do you want?
I would like to tell your audience that the Buffalo Sabres wanted me to lose to get the manly version of Sidney Crosby. That is all. P.S. Can someone get me a job?
Oh, yeah, no, I apologize. Marchand's the cleanest player I've ever seen in the league. I love the way he never aims the knees when he hits. I love his class.
Well, he's not that tall.
I love when Subban does the woo and falls over on purpose. That's the best one.
You know what I love about Subban? His Norris Trophy. That's what I love.
We had a fun time.
Did you look at girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
There's a lot of hot girls in Foxwoods.
What do you like? What do young 13-year-olds like nowadays? Are they are you
Jerking off,
are you a blonde? So, Mr. Putin, why don't you stop this war? If you want to end fascism and killing and stuff, why don't you pull out of Crimea? I mean, I think that would be a start.
You know what I say about Crimea?
What?
Hey, just Crimea River. Hey. That's right, I am very funny. I have lots of puns. My secretary of funny, Yakov Smirnov, wrote that one for me.
Well, you guys look like you're having a good time getting drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
Drowning your sorrows.
Yeah, our sorrows.
Who's on this time? Everett Kings, Crosby, I think. You're on the air.
Tell the Rangers not to hit me.
you finally get off of work to listen to our show live, and I'm in a bad mood. So how does that make you feel?
South Jersey?
Yeah, Pat from South Jersey.
Hey, come on, Tommy, cheer up, man.
better.
Yeah, actually.
Really against any of our teams winning, so you're all gonna be sad by June. I got news for y'all. That's the truth. So you're all gonna be sad.
Yep, and then when you win the cup, your team's probably not going to win the cup the next season.
I've been crying all morning.